The last 7 years have been the warmest on record as planet approaches critical threshold.
This post received a score of 5,700, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
The negative effects of climate change will forever be a problem to deal with or experience tomorrow for many as they see it. The negative effects of climate change are something that affects other people. There's the problem too that with people thinking that this is all going to be future me's problem, that people see this all as a long-term issue. That's of course the attitude that the oil moguls had in the 50s. So it won't be their problem, but the next generations, and well, people are selfish. For the everyman, climate change is something we can't escape from.
Greater than I get the feeling that the talking point will be that, it's soon going to be the critical threshold, till we pass that threshold, then it'll be, how do we mitigate the situation that we're now in? Honestly, it's both. We already need mitigation measures, but global warming still has tons of room to get worse.
The earliest legacy of our species was wiping out the megafauna on every continent we arrived on. Granted, we didn't know that's what we were doing at the time, but judging by today, even if we had, we wouldn't have stopped. Not entirely true. Many indigenous cultures existed in areas that are now a part of a different culture that did that damage. North and South America primarily, but Africa as well. Point is, where humans go, death follows, at least if you're an animal. Goes double for the other species of man, like the Neanderthals that when push came to shove only made it out of prehistory as 1 to 4% of some human DNA. Maybe that wasn't on us, but I don't believe it. I think humans back then did what we always do.
Anyone who denies climate change at this point is someone literally too stupid to use a thermometer and a calendar at the same time.
All the politicians and rich people know that climate change is real. It just doesn't benefit them in the slightest to admit it. Rich people lose out on whatever money they are making by exploiting the crisis, and politicians lose the wedge issue to keep people angry at each other and probably some voters who are too far gone to ever know any better.
The oil industry was the first one to figure that they could get started investing in green energy 20 years before anyone. They preferred to use their resources to launch a giant misinformation campaign because capitalism is too stupid to think of long-term profits. They also ensured their oil drilling platforms could cope with rising sea levels.
I mean, at this point we're proper fucked. We all know it, and the people denying it are just either too afraid to admit it or old enough that they know they won't be around to see it come crashing down. Here I am thoroughly washing out fucking peanut butter jars, acting like I'm saving the planet.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.